this is a huge fucking win for a team with not a lot of playoff experience.
The Bulls have already secured the amount of wins I expected to in the playoffs, and they haven't played at home yet, the place that they actually excel at playing basketball. So I'm elated right now. That's a fancy word that I don't use very often, but I am elated. I don't know what Billy said to them pregame to get them to flip the script, or if it was really just riding that high of, you guys almost stole that first game. Like, you can compete, and just fully driving that home and getting them to believe it, because the way that they came out playing with the energy that they had to start this game, let alone the 9-0 start, they were ready to brawl. We look like a completely different team.
Yeah, we really did. And that's the thing too, man. I just wish that they would have. I feel like, I guess, if you go back and watch game one, they had that kind of same intensity where they were not going to allow things easy for Milwaukee. I do think it was like better executed defensively tonight, even though they did score 110 points. Milwaukee missed a lot of open shots. We talked about that in our last episode, that they typically don't miss. They're one of the best offenses in the league. But, I mean, just that intensity that they came out with tonight, I kept thinking it was going to go away, and it just never did.
I forgot that Milwaukee had Chris Middleton in the first half.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we feel it. What did they say? It was like, 2.5 quarters, or 4 quarters in the first game, 2.5 quarters tonight. Right.
So we'll have to monitor that going forward, as well as
if he misses time.
BP.
Yeah, if he misses time, I mean, that's big for both of them. For Milwaukee, losing
especially with us coming home.
I know. That's what I'm saying. With losing Portis, your energy guy who can do
Portis, there's Middleton.
Right. Your second star, that's going to be rough. That's absolutely going to be rough if they miss time. I wouldn't want to see that happen. I want this series, completely, outside Alonzo Ball, but completely as healthy as possible. Could you imagine if game one went a little bit different, dude? What kind of conversation would we be having right now?
If Vooch hits the shots in game one that he hit tonight in the fourth, I don't know. I'd be acting a fool.
Because that game was in our grasp, like you said. It was right there.
We were a Vooch 3 away from really being in that game, and then let alone the threes that he missed in the fourth. The gimme, the little layup that he completely botched that would have put us within a possession of the game as well. So, no, you're looking at a team who me and you honestly had soured on in a sense of being contenders and maybe leaning a little bit into without Lonzo, the way we finished this year, maybe we are more so pretenders. But after that first game, they made believers out of me and you. They made believers out of themselves. And they came back and they punched Milwaukee in the mouth. And they stole a game.
Yeah, it's unreal to me. In the series preview that Matt Berkland wrote for us over at OnTapSportsNet.com, I picked the Bulls to lose the series just like you did, just like everybody did within OnTap that participated in the article. But I did pick them to get 2 wins. I picked them to get 1 in Milwaukee and 1 at home. I don't know if I'm so sure about my prediction right now, because, again, 2 consistent games you threw the defending champions off. And if not for absolutely non-common, horrible shooting nights from everybody or every one of our big 3, we could really be talking 2-0 here, and the Bulls did it their way. They were doing what they were doing to start the season, minus Ball. Starting the game off with this defensive intensity, creating turnovers to get points. And they were doing that. That's how that happened 9-0 tonight to start the game. It turned into turnovers and then, in transition and scoring buckets. So I don't, like I said, I'm trying not to get too high. That's why I didn't tweet a lot tonight, man. I didn't want to.
I was scared to tweet. Every time I hit send, I was like, oh shit.
I'm serious. I don't want to get too high, but hey, it's 2 games in a row in the playoffs. And I know our boy Yup is telling me not to get carried away either. I do agree to a certain extent. It's just, if it wasn't 2 games in a row, maybe I feel different. But like I said, I'm not trying to go too full homer here, but I feel a little bit like where I'm leaning that they actually have a shot.
What do you mean? What do you mean let's not get carried away? let's get fucking carried away. We have to.
I don't want to hurt. I don't want to get hurt.
That's the thing that sucks about life is the things that feel the best also hurt the most.
Yeah, that's true.
And at this moment in time, I'm going to lean in. We watched Bobby Portis, who, like you said, we don't want a handicap Milwaukee team, but if that's what's being presented, I'm not going to complain about it either.
Oh, well, no shit. Neither will I. Yeah.
With what just happened, when healthy, we were competitive. With them slightly shorthanded, we took the game on the road, coming home with the prospect of Portis and maybe both Middleton not being available for game 3. You go up 2-1 and you have that next game at home. That's a different feeling. Like, this team needed a little bit of confidence again and a whole bunch of underestimating them, and now they're back.